There are all sorts of positions available in the activism field. Especially right now, I feel like it's kind of an exciting time. There's all the environmental justice movements, working as campaign organizers or communications directors, communications assistants. And there's all the social justice movements, which I'm involved with, outreach work. There's really a lot of available positions. To get into this line of work, into activism as a job, I would say the best thing to do is to volunteer. So put your time and energy in for a cause or with an organization that you believe in. Get yourself known, get yourself out there, and then you become a part of the team and an asset, and then when the job becomes available, you're in their minds. So that's really the best way to get involved. I think a big misconception about activists is that we're all angry and we're gonna, crash through windows and do that kind of form of activism. And so I would challenge that and say that there are many different types of activism, many different types of activist organization, all the way from people, doctors and nurses and lawyers who sit at our table at the BC Poverty Reduction Coalition, and they're advocating to the government directly, talking to them, writing letters. And then there's grassroots activists who are taken to the streets and protesting through non-violent means that way. Well, one of the biggest challenges is that it's slow progress. We're asking the provincial government to commit to a poverty reduction plan, and it's very hard to get wins, to feel successful. Sometimes it feels like we're bashing our heads against a brick wall when we talk to the government. We're seeing small cracks, but it's really very slow progress. So to be an activist, I think you have to recognize that and kind of be in there for the long haul. These fights take years, sometimes decades. I think the experiences I needed to fill the positions that I've worked in, the biggest one I think is an openness to learn. So whatever situation I find myself in, I don't think I've got the right answer all the time. I'm open to hearing what other people have to say. Especially, it's really important to be a strong ally and hear what low-income people have to say and what they think are the issues and the solutions, and also make sure that those folks are the ones that are able to raise their voices and be strong advocates. So I have some experiences that I bring that I had before I came to this position. Back when I was in England, I went to university there, which was Cambridge. I noticed that most of the people there were all from private schools, so they were all still rich kids, even though it was free. So I worked on a campaign called the Target Schools campaign to try and get more people from public schools, more students to come. Then when I came to Canada, I worked for a group called Raise the Rates. That was like just diving in the thick of it, learning from fantastic activist mentors who've been doing this for years, just gaining experience with them. I look back with real pride to this event that I was part of organizing called the Poverty Olympics. And it happened in 2010, and it was all about criticizing the government spending on the Olympics when there was no spending on poverty and homelessness. But that was only the message around it. What was really fantastic about it was that it brought the community together in a really fun and creative way. We had events like the poverty line high jump, the bed bug mattress that people had to long jump over. It just showed the heart and spirit of the downtown east side, which was really fantastic because there's so many myths and stereotypes about that community. So I think that was a highlight of my job.